Hey guys, this is Chris, the Lower Slower board gamer, and I thought that since I've got a board game that's coming and it's going to take a lot of time because I'm really looking forward to it, I hear you guys, I don't know, like baseball. Let's play some baseball. It's been a while since we've done a bit, and I figure I'd go ahead and do a cool little mini project here. So we are going to be replaying the 1957 World Series between the Milwaukee Braves and New York Yankees. The Braves came out 4-3 in Game 7 at Yankee Stadium. So let's go ahead and let's check out starting lineups and get to some baseball, shall we? For the Milwaukee Braves, starting at second base, batting first, Red Shane Dean, Johnny Logan shortstop, batting second, Eddie Matthews, a hot corner man, batting third, Henry Aaron, also known as Hank. Cleanup, he's out in center. Joe Adcock playing first is batting fifth. Andy Pofko, right fielder, batting sixth. Wes Covington, left field, batting seventh. Del Crandall is backstop behind home plate, batting eighth, and he'll be catching for Warren Spahn, who is starting on the hill for the Braves in this Game 1. And he will bat ninth. For the New York Yankees, Hank Bauer, right fielder, leadoff. Gil McDougald, shortstop, is batting second. Mickey Mantle, center field. He will be batting third with Moose Scouron, first baseman, backing him up. Yogi Berra, catcher, is batting fifth. Andy Carey, hot sack man, batting sixth. Jerry Coleman, second bagger, he will bat seventh. Tony Kubek, all the way out in left field, he'll bat eighth, and he's leading the way for Whitey Ford, starting pitcher for the Yankees, who will be batting ninth. I think it's time that we say those magical, magical words that we have all come to know and love over the years. Play ball! Red Shane Dean is going to be leading off against Whitey Ford. So here we go. Shane Dean, first at bat of the 1957 World Series. And first D20 hung up. 1-7, don't need it. Pops out on the left side of the infield. Andy Carey gets underneath that. Makes that catch for out number 1. Come out of there. Where does it get hung up? I really need to fix that. Yeah, y'all saw that do that the other night. Whatever. Things are what they are. Johnny Logan is set to go. Shortstop for the Braves. One down. Top of the first. Game 1 of the World Series, 1957. Whitey Ford is set. Roll it on the front. It hangs up. 2-7. And that's going to be a strikeout for Whitey Ford. Catches Logan swinging at the knee cheese. There. That's where it hangs up. Got it. Okay, now I know where it goes. Eddie Matthews, third baseman, 2 outs, top of the first. Whitey Ford is set. Here comes the pitch, and that's going to be 3-11. Hard grounder, hits a shortstop. Gil McDougald is there, scoops it up, gets it over to Moose Scouron for out number 3. And the Braves are set down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Alrighty, so we are going to the bottom of the inning. As we do this, nice and slow like. Daryl. And Warren Spahn comes out, gets his warm-up throws with Del Crandall, and he is going to be facing Hank Bauer, Gil McDougald, and Mickey Mantle this evening. Hank Bauer leading off. Here we go. Spahn is set. He delivers. That's going to be a 5-3 fly ball to left field. That is going to be Covington. He is a 4 with a 3, and he is able to get underneath it and make the catch for out number 1. Gil McDougald, shortstop. Warren Spahn is set. 1 away, bottom of the first, scoreless ball game. Game 1 of the World Series. And that's going to be a 3-5, and that's high on the split. That's going to be a base hit for McDougald. So we've got our first base runner of the game. Yankees have a man on first for Mickey Mantle. We love Mickey. Here we go. Spahn is set. The pitch. 6-2, and low on the split, but that is a single, and it's going to get McDougald around to third. Slides in, but it wasn't really close, the throw in. from Hank Aaron. So that's runners at the corners, 1 out. Braves are going to play infield in. Braves are thinking, nah, you know what? We don't want it. We don't want them to let them get one across because that's all it takes with these Yankees. Skowron, Spahn with the pitch. 3-7. Now that's going to be low, but that is a single, and that is going to score McDougald and get Mantle around to first. RBI for Skowron. 1-0 New York Yankees. Ah, I didn't know it did that. I'm going to have to remember that. Changes scenes. Neat. 1-0 Yanks. Alrighty. Men at the corners, nobody out. Infield is just going to be back, hoping for the double play. Yogi Berra comes to the plate. He's not going to ground out into a double play, but he may. Maybe. We'll see. Spahn with the pitch. 3-10. Right back to the box. Spahn catches the one hopper off the front of the mound. Easy turn, gets it to Logan, who fires it across to Adcock, and I eat my words for the 1-6-3 double play for those of you scoring at home. And if you're not scoring at home, you should be. 1-6-3 ends the inning. 1 run across by the Yankees on 3 hits. And that's going to take us to the 2nd inning. Right up there, as you can see. Alrighty. Yankees up 1-0. How about that? It wasn't a Valentine blast, but hey, how about that? Yeah, you can hear old Mel Allen right there. You can hear him doing it. Alrighty, Hank Aaron leading off this inning for Whitey Ford on the hill. Aaron will be followed by Adcock and Pofko. Alright, Whitey Ford is set. He delivers. Hank Aaron, 1-9, and Ford gets him swinging at the belt. Slipped one by him on that one. That is 1 away. Joe Adcock is up at the plate. Takes a couple of warm-up slashes. Ford gets the signs in from Berra. Here's the delivery. 2-7. Missed all the bad stuff. Fly ball to left field. Tony Kubek is tracking in towards Mickey Mantle. Calls off the Mick and makes the catch for out number 2. Easy work of the lazy fly ball. Adcock just did not get all of that one. Andy Pofko, right fielder, 2 out. Whitey Ford, first 5 in a row. Braves retired. 1-0 Yankees. 4-8, and Ford lets Pofko on base. First base runner, 2 outs. Man on first for Wes Covington, left fielder. Ford is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-6, and he walks Covington. Whitey Ford jamming himself here a little bit. Del Crandall comes up to the plate. 2 outs. There's nothing to do but swing at it. Whitey Ford might try to get to Spahn, but Spahn's a little bit of a batter. Nah, he's a firecracker. Let's face Crandall here. It's going to be a 1-4 hard ground ball hit to third base. Andy Carey scoops up the one hopper, scoots across, and fires it to Skowron easily for out number 3. Getting the Yankees and Ford out of a jam. No hits, no runs scored. 1-0 Yankees. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. Alrighty. As we prepare our playing area. And Warren Spahn's coming out. He is going to be facing Andy Carey, Jerry Coleman, Tony Kubek, and if anyone gets on base, Ford will come up to bat. Andy Carey is set. He digs in. Warren Spahn with the delivery. That's going to be a 6-11 hard grounder back to the box. Spahn able to handle it, gets it over to Adcock. A few steps ahead of Carey for out number 1. Jerry Coleman comes to the plate, the second baseman. Here's the pitch. 1-4 hard grounder, chopped to short. Johnny Logan gets it moving to his right, fires and spins, and one hops at the Adcock ahead of Coleman for out number 2. Tony Kubek now at the plate. 2 outs. The young player left field facing Warren Spahn, one of the better pitchers of all time. 1-8, and he connects. He hits this one into the gap between center and right, and he is going to have a stand-up double with 2 outs. And that is going to bring Whitey Ford to the plate with a runner in scoring position. Warren Spahn is set, looking over his shoulder to keep Kubek honest, but he's not really a threat to steal much at all, let alone in this situation. Here comes the pitch from Spahn. Ford takes it. 5-8. Fly ball, weakly hit to right field. Chasing in is Andy Pofko. Catches it on the run for out number 3. So 1 hit. Nothing going for the Yankees in the second. Add a hit over here. And we'll be heading to the 3rd inning. Alrighty. Dink. Okay. All of you. It's all together now. Whitey Ford comes on, takes his warm-up pitches with his catcher, Yogi Berra. And Warren Spahn comes to the plate. The aforementioned can hit every once in a while. He's got a couple of long balls on his card in the 2 column. So we will see what is going to happen here. Yep, all right. Getting ready to start the 3rd inning. Spahn at the plate. Ford is set. Here comes that pitch. 3-7, and Ford catches him swinging. So that is out number 1. Red Shane Dean to the plate. Here's the pitch from Ford. 1-7, pops it up lazily on the left side of the infield. Andy Carey gets underneath it, calls off Whitey and McDougald. Smacks his mitt, makes easy work of the pop-up for out number 2. Second time Shane Dean has popped up left. Makes him 0 for 2 in the game. Johnny Logan, who struck out his last time up, 0 for 1, facing Whitey Ford. 1-0 Yankees, Game 1 of the 1957 World Series here. 2 outs, top of the 3rd. The pitch, 5-9, and Ford with strikeout number 4 to retire the side. 1-2-3. The Braves are not mounting anything in the way of an offensive attack yet. In the World Series, they're powerful, but Whitey Ford and the Yankees are doing good service to the Yankee Stadium faithful here. And Warren Spahn comes out. He is set to go. He is going to be facing Whitey Ford. Both pitchers leading off the 3rd inning. Nope, Ford batted last time. I didn't move him over. Top of the order. It's going to be Hank Bauer. It's going to be Gil McDougald and Mickey Mantle facing Spahn. Here we go. Bauer is set. Spahn rocks, fires. 3-6, and Bauer is going to get on base after flying out his last time up. So he's 0 for 1. He does have a walk now. Runner on first. Gil McDougald at the plate. Singled and scored a run in the 1st inning, the only run of the game thus far. Spahn is set. Here comes the pitch. 1-7, and issues the walk to McDougald. Pulling a Whitey Ford here, but nobody out. Mickey Mantle to the plate. Ain't putting him anywhere because Skowron and Berra are right behind him. Mantle is set. Spahn hoping for that low ground ball. 4-8. Pops it up on the left side of the infield. Eddie Matthews tracks underneath that and makes the catch. And the Braves really needed an individual out with no base runner advancement. That puts them in a better position here in the bottom of the 3rd. Runners on 1st and 2nd in Hank Bauer and Gil McDougald. 1 out, 1-0 Yankees. Bottom of the 3rd. Spahn to Skowron for 8. Pops it up again weakly on the left side of the infield. Johnny Logan chasing in. Eddie Matthews calls him off and makes the catch of that pop out as well for the second out. And that's going to bring up Yogi Berra. Here we go. Spahn with the pitch. 1-6. Low on the split. That's going to be a single. And Bauer is being waved around third. The throw coming in from left field. Wes Covington. Bauer slides in underneath the tag. Yankees score, and the score is 2-0. McDougald advances to third on the play. RBI single for Yogi Berra. He's 1 for 2 so far in this game. And that's going to bring us to Andy Carey, third baseman. Warren Spahn giving up 2 runs so far in the early portion of this game. Here's the pitch to Carey, 3-8, and Spahn with his first strikeout of the game to get the Yankees away from the lumba. Sorry, they do score 1. 1 in the third for a total of 2-0 on 1 base hit. And no hits thus far for the Braves. That is our score as we go to the 4th. 2-0 Yankees. Braves, a couple of walks, couple of base runners, but no base hits yet. Stop thinking it. It'll never happen. All right, here we go. Going to the top of the 4th inning. Come hither all together now. Whitey Ford is set, getting his warm-up pitches with Yogi Berra, his catcher. Heart of the order due up for the Braves. Matthews, Aaron, and Adcock. Whitey Ford shows he's set. Matthews stands in. Here comes that pitch for 6, and Ford lets Matthews to first with a walk. 1 on 2-0 ball game. Game 1 of the 1957 World Series here at Yankee Stadium. Top of the 4th. Nobody out. Whitey Ford to Hank Aaron. 4-2. Fly ball to center field. This one is deep. Way back as Mickey Mantle, just to the right field side of the monuments, makes the catch, fires it back in as Matthews retreats back to first base. Out number 1 by the center fielder, the mighty Mick. Joe Adcock is set, first baseman. Ford with the pitch, 1-6, and strikes him out, gets his 5th victim of this game. Whitey Ford stacking them up. 2 down, Andy Pofko in this 2-0 game. Top of the 4th. 1-10, and that's a hard liner. Diving infield catch by Jerry Coleman for out number 3. And looks like Pofko comes up lame going to first base. He might have injured himself. 4. He is going to walk it off. He's going to stay in the game, it looks like. But 1 walk, 1 base runner, 1 runner left on. No runs scored. Whitey Ford, hitless after, no hits after 4. I don't care. It's never going to happen. Alrighty, we go to the bottom of the bracket. Yankees up 2-0 here. Game 1 of the 1957 World Series in Yankee Stadium. Warren Spahn giving up 2 runs so far. Allowed Gil McDougald to score in the first inning. After a 1-out single and 2 singles later, Mantle and Skowron drove him in. And then in the last inning, Hank Bauer on with a walk. McDougald pushes him to second. 2 outs later, Yogi Berra with an RBI single, and Bauer scores from second. 2-0 Yankees. And Jerry Coleman now set to go in the bottom of the 4th. Warren Spahn. Coleman is 0 for 1 with a pop-up. 1-8, hard chopper to third base. Easy play there for Matthews. Gets it over to Adcock for out number 1. 0 for 2, the second baseman now. And here comes Tony Kubek, who struck a double in the second inning. 1 for 1. The pitch from Spahn, 4-5, pops it up into left field. Covington charging in, calls off Johnny Logan. Shallow on the carpet makes the catch on the run for out number 2. And that is going to bring up Whitey Ford. He comes to the plate. A couple of warm-up swings. Spahn stares into Crandall, trying to stare Ford down a little bit. Yeah, I got you, buddy. I'm going to get you again. Here comes the pitch to Ford. 2-7, and Ford goes down swinging for out number 3. Yankees are set down in order. And we are going to go to the 5th inning. And get out of there. I know where you're hanging up. Stop it. Behave yourself. Alrighty. Go to the top of the 5th. Whitey Ford. He's issued 3 walks so far, but he's having a pretty impressive outing with 5 strikeouts. No runs across for the Braves as yet. Warren Spahn has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hitter going. He's also issued 2 walks. Wes Covington is set. Ford's going to face 7, 8, 9, and Covington, Randall, and Spahn here in the 5th inning. Game 1, 1957 World Series. Whitey Ford with the pitch. 6-4 hard grounder hit to shortstop. It's going to be Gil McDougald. He is a 2 with a 20. Easy play over to first base to Bill Skowron for out number 1. Covington is retired. Del Crandall comes to the plate, the catcher. 8th in the order. He is 0 for 1 so far in this game. Grounder to third. Whitey Ford, 2-3. The pitch, hard grounder, chopped to short. McDougald handles it easily, gets it over to Moose Skowron for out number 2. That's going to bring up Whitey Ford. Nope, going to bring up Warren Spahn. Spahn is set. Ford with the pitch. 2-4, and that's another strikeout, number 6 for Whitey Ford. Second time he has gotten Spahn to swing it out in this game. 4.5 innings. The game is complete, even if it starts to rain. And I'm not going to be sprinkling water on my table, not just yet. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and Warren Spahn comes out. He's going to warm up with Del Crandall. He's going to be facing top of the order in Bauer, McDougald, and Mantle here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-0 ball game. New York Yankees over the Milwaukee Braves. Game 1 of the 1957 World Series. Here comes Bauer, 5-6, fly ball hit to center field, strikes it far. Hank Aaron gets underneath it, out in front of the monuments, makes the catch for out number 1. That'll bring us to Gil McDougald, the shortstop. He is 1 for 1 so far in this game with a single, run scored, and a walk. Warren Spahn with the pitch, 3-6, and that's going to be a base hit for McDougald. Alrighty. I just figured out how to get it out. Don't have to mess with it every time. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of the 5th, 2-0 ball game. Mickey Mantle is set. Warren Spahn. Here comes the pitch. The dice went all the way around it, so I'm going to need it. Fly ball center field. That's going to be Mickey Mantle. He is a 2 with a 19, and he gets underneath it, camps out, makes the catch. And nobody on third, so no sacrifice there. That's not Mantle. Center field, Hank Aaron, a 3. Roll again. 8. Yeah, makes the catch. Alrighty. Runners advance the base. It was hit deeply, so McDougald is able to advance to second base. Even with that stuff up there, I missed one. Alright. Bill Skowron, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Runner in scoring position. Warren Spahn trying to get the Braves back to the plate. 1-6. And he gets one by Skowron. That's going to be his 3rd strikeout of the evening to retire the side. Yankees set down. They do pick up yet another hit. And we're going to go to the top of the 6th. Low scoring ball game. 2-0. Whitey Ford set to come out. We're not a lot of substitutions in this game. I have the ones that were in the game to try to keep kind of to it if the need arises, but we can always diverge from reality because that's the beauty of this. It's our game. Do whatever we want. Whitey Ford, top of the 6th, top of the order, Shane Dean. Logan and Matthews to follow. Shane Dean digs in. Bat just off his shoulder. Whitey Ford with the pitch. 6-8. Fly ball to left field. Head out there by Tony Kubek. Camps out underneath it. Easy work of the fly ball for out number 1. Johnny Logan coming to the plate now. Whitey Ford is set. Logan 0 for 2. Struck out twice. That's going to be a 2-5. And Logan works a walk. Braves have some business as Milwaukee gets a base runner on. No hits yet. And Ford has allowed 4 onto first by way of the nasty free pass. That's going to bring Eddie Matthews to the plate with a runner on. And Ford is going to pitch to him. 2-5. Low on the split. Hard liner up the middle. Base hit. No, diving catch by Jerry Coleman again. Saves the base hit. Logan scampers back to first. There wasn't going to be a throw from Coleman. He stretched himself out to get that one. 2 outs. Runner on first. Top of the 6th inning. Let's say so up there. Hank Aaron facing Whitey Ford with a runner on. He could tie it up. 6-9. No. Whitey Ford strikeout number 7. Second time he has punched Hank Aaron's clock. And Whitey Ford just keeps the Yankees getting back to the plate. Goodness gracious. How about that? La-di-da. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankees coming to the plate. Warren Spahn has gone through most of the heart of the order. He'll face 5, 6, 7 and Barrett, Carey, and Coleman. Spahn with his warm-up pitches with Del Crandall. Barra is set at the plate. Spahn leans in. Here's the pitch. 5-7, and Barra unleashes a base hit, his second of the evening. He's 2 for 3 now. On first base, Andy Carey comes to the plate. Carey is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Spahn squares up and delivers. 4-7. Hard grounder hit to second base. That's going to be Shane Dean. He's a 1 with an 11. Easy play. Flips it to Logan at second, who gets it along to Adcock for the 4-6-3. And that is going to bring us to Jerry Coleman with 2 outs. Timely double play for the Braves. Their second double play so far of the game. 1 initiated by Spahn. Same final 2 in Logan and Adcock. Coleman is set. Spahn with the pitch. 2-7. Low, high on the split. A base hit by Coleman to extend the inning. Now he's 1 for 3 after grounding out twice. And that's going to bring up Tony Kubek, left fielder, after 2 outs. Runner on first. Game 1. 2-0. Bottom of the 6th inning. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Here comes Spahn. Now the red die gets called up. There we go. 3-11. Pops it up weakly in the infield. Spahn getting underneath it. Shane Dean calls him off. Gets underneath it. Snags the pop up for out number 3. 2 more hits for the Yankees, but none across. The Braves are keeping the game close. I have not been counting the hits, or I typed it in wrong the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hits for the Yankees. And we're going to go to the 7th. Oh, goodness. Nice, good game 1 going on here. I'm a saying. Nice, good game 1. Whitey Ford is on the hill, large and in charge for the Bronx Bombers. And he's going to face 5, 6, 7, Joe Adcock, Andy Pafko, and Wes Covington. Adcock is set. Pumps the bat off his shoulders a few times. Whitey Ford gets signs in from Berra. He rocks and fires as I look for dice. 2, 9. Where's that split? High on the split. That is a long fly ball by Adcock. That one is back, being chased to the wall by Bauer. It is over the fence here in Yankee Stadium. Joe Adcock brings the Braves within 1 with a solo shot to lead off the top of the 7th inning. 2-1 Braves, or Yankees rather. That's a 1. Now we got ourselves a ball game cooking. Joe Adcock with a solo home run. Scores a run. Pafko is set to go. And Whitey Ford not showing any stress whatsoever. Here we go. Casey Stengel barking from the dugout, but Ford ignoring him. 1-9. Hard grounder chopped right at McDougald. Takes the 2-hopper, fires it across with motion to Bill Skowron for out number 1. Wes Covington, left fielder, 0 for 1. Drew a walk first time around in the 2nd inning in this game. Ford is set. 6-5. Strikes him out, number 8. Whitey Ford going through the Braves. But the Yankees aren't really doing much at the plate themselves either. It's a close game. Del Crandall is up. He's grounded out twice. 2-1 ball game. Game 1, 1957 World Series at Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top. Top of the 7th. 5-8. Another strikeout for Ford. That is 2 to end the 7th inning. That is going to be strikeout number 9. 1 run scored by the Braves. And their first base hit of the ball game. Speaking of the ball game, at the old ball game, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Both pitchers doing well. Both pitchers, well, mostly went the distance. I think Spahn went 8 and was spelled. I can find that out for you here real quick. In the real game, Spahn, and Nippy Jones Ernie Johnson and Don McMahon relief pitched in this game. But so far, Warren Spahn is doing well. He's ranked a 9, so he can certainly go the distance. He's carded that way. Whitey Ford is going to bat. Stengel wants to keep him in the game, even though he gave up that home run. He's still barking at him. Now get out there and hit the ball, and don't get another home run out. Spahn facing Ford. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1. Yankees over the Braves, 5-5. And Spahn with the strikeout. That's going to be his 4th of the game. Back to the top of the order, Hank Bauer and Gil McDougald due up to follow out this inning. Mantle comes to the plate if anyone gets on. Bauer is set. Spahn with the pitch. 1-8. Hard grounder chopped to Johnny Logan at short. Fires it over to Adcock for out number 2. Defense is keeping this game close. Gil McDougald now, shortstop for the Yankees, is coming up to the plate. He digs in. Warren Spahn shakes off the first signal, looks into Crandall, gets what he likes. Here comes the pitch. 5-8. Fly ball to right field. This one is deep. It is back. Hank Bauer chasing towards the wall. Makes the catch in front of the fans out there in the right field stands for out number 3. Not Bauer. Pafko. Andy Pafko. It's right there. And still. Anyway, that is out number 3. Yankees are set down in order in the bottom of the 7th. Score is 2-1. We're going to the 8th inning. Da. Right there, indicator moves over to the 8th so everyone can see handily what inning that is. I can't remember which viewer recommended a way to show which inning it was using the scoreboard. Then all of a sudden I was like, okay, put a period in there and keep putting spaces and move it over. That's your indicator. It works beautifully. All right, Ford is set to go. He's going to be facing Warren Spahn. Spahn is into bat. There's no need to do otherwise. And Shane Dean and Logan will follow him. Matthews if he is needed. Top of the 8th inning. 2-1 ball game. Yankees over the Braves. Game 1, 57 World Series. Whitey Ford with the pitch. 2-8, and that is a strikeout. His 10th. Third time he has gotten Warren Spahn. 1 away, top of the 8th. Braves down a run. Red Shane Dean, second baseman. He's 0 for 3, 2 pop outs and a fly ball. Ford with the pitch. 2-4 hard grounder, chopped right at Bill Skowron at first. And Whitey Ford comes over, covers, makes the play. A step or two ahead of Shane Dean for out number 2. And Johnny Logan now comes to the plate. Whitey Ford, the pitch, 3-7, and that's high on a split. That is a double into the gap. Logan zips around, slides into second. Kind of a late throw coming in from Mantle. Didn't really need to, but precautions. 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Eddie Matthews. Whitey Ford is going to pitch to him. 2-6, draws a walk. And that will bring up Hank Aaron. Alrighty. Center fielder squaring off against Whitey Ford. 2 outs, top of the 8th. Runners on first and second in Aaron and Matthews and Logan respectively. Whitey Ford with the pitch. 2-9, long fly ball to center field. Mickey Mantle headed towards left center. Kubek converging. Mantle calls off Kubek, makes the catch on the run for out number 3. All the offense of the Braves to no avail here in the 8th. Score nothing. They do add a hit to their tally for what it's worth. Your score is 2-1 Yankees. They're out hitting the Braves 8-2. Going to go to the bottom of the 8th, and Warren Spahn is facing the heart of the Yankees battery in Mickey Mantle, Bill Skowron, and Yogi Berra. Da-de-da. Spahn getting his warm-up rounds with Del Crandall. It looks like a little activity in the bullpen just in case. Fred Haney has not come this far without being careful. Spahn is set. Mantle digs in. Spahn pitches. 5-12, and Mickey Mantle patiently waits on the walk. Nah, not this late, and not with Crandall and a -3. Nope. All right, here we go. All right, Spahn pitching to Skowron. 3-11, that's a single. Mantle rounding second. 1-17. Just slides in under the tag. Men at the corners, nobody out. Mantle makes it to third. Yogi Berra is set, and let's take a look at the bench just in case. And it looks like indeed the Braves are going to be making a move to the bullpen. So Spahn is brought out of the game after 7 innings of work, giving up 8 hits, 2 earned runs. He struck out 4, walked 2. Don McMahon is coming in relief of the beleaguered starter. Spahn did well, but he's in trouble here, and they're hoping Don McMahon can get them out of it. Bottom of the 8th. 2-1 ball game already. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Infield in for the Braves. Yogi Berra at the plate. McMahon with the pitch. 5-6 strikeout. Alrighty, that's the first. Infield no longer in. Let's take a look. He is scouted as a double play hitter-ish. Yeah, no. Infield in is off. McMahon. Normal depth. It's going to be a 4-6. High on the split. Single for Carey. It's going to score Mantle. And they're going to hold Skowron at second. RBI single. So that is actually going to be a third earned run. by Spahn. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. Carry. RBI single insurance run. 3-1. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Jerry Coleman in the game. 1 for 3 in this game. Here's the pitch from McMahon. 5-4. Hard grounder chopped to Eddie Matthews at third. Let's make sure we got that right. 5-4. Eddie Matthews, a 16. He is a 2. And he is able to get that ball, fires it up to second base to Red Shane Dean to get carry. On to first to Coleman. Adcock, well played over there all around the infield to get the Yankees off the plate and the Braves back to it. Let's see. So that's going to be... no. Geez. We'll do that in a bit. Okay, 1 run, 2 hits for the Yankees in the 8th. Three on 10. Alrighty. Moving to the top of the 9th, and this could well be it for the Braves here in Game 1 in Yankee Stadium. 1957. Whitey Ford is going to come in to finish the game, as he did in real life. No need to buck the odds on this one. He has pitched a wonderful game. He has struck out 10. He has issued 5 walks while doing so, and only 2 base hits. I stand corrected. He'll face Adcock, Pofko, and Covington. Let's see what we've got going here. Adcock, 287 batter. Yeah, he'll face Ford. Alrighty, the windup. The pitch. 6-4 hard grounder hit to short. Gil McDougald is a 2 with a 12, and he gets in behind the ball. Easy throw over to Scouron for the first out here in the top of the 9th. Andy Pofko, 277. Yep, he's going to do it. 0 for 2 with a walk. Ford, 2 outs away, 2-7, and Pofko extends the game with a single. Wes Covington, runner on first. Ford hoping for a low ground ball to end this. 6-8, fly ball to left field. That one is deep. Way back is Tony Kubek. Over by the foul line, makes the catch for out number 2. Pofko has to retire. 1 away from Game 1, the Yankees are. Del Crandall at the plate, and he's going to be swinging. Whitey Ford, 3-10, and that is low on the split for a single. That is going to get Pofko around second, and he's going to cruise into third base. Runners at the corners with 2 outs, and I do believe we're going to have a pinch hitter for Don McMahon. Don't you think that would be prudent? I do. Well, Frank Torrey pinch hit in the game. He is a 272 batter. Whitey Ford is going to face him. Runners at the corners. He can allow the runner from third to come in and still have a lead. Here comes the pitch from Whitey Ford. 3-4, and he lets Torrey on. Bases loaded. Red Shane Dean coming to the plate. Whitey Ford staying in the game. Casey Stengel says, "You gave up a home run. You better win this for me, you son of a bitch." Ford is set, looking into Berra. Shakes off one signal. Shakes off a second one. Gets what he wants from his catcher. Shane Dean digs in, wiggles a shoe, wiggles a cleat. Pumps his bat a couple of times. Ford with the pitch. 1-5. Fly ball hit deep to center field. This one back. Mickey Mantle camps out underneath it. Makes the catch for out number 3. And that is your ball game. Oh, they got one more run. That is your ball game. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over our finals here, our lines. Not a whole lot going on for the Braves at the plate. Adcock 1 for 4 with a solo shot. He only struck out once. Nothing really of significance other than that, as that was the only scoring play for Atlanta. Spahn went 7 innings, giving up 8 hits, 3 earned runs. Struck out 4, walked 2. McMahon, 1 inning of relief, gave up a hit, and one of those runs that Spahn was responsible for with a strikeout. But we go to the winners of this game, 3-1, the New York Yankees. And by the way, if I recall correctly, they won this game 3-1. Braves, 1 run, 5 hits. Yankees, 3 runs, 9 hits, and an error. That's pretty doggone close right there, folks. But your best lines of the game: Skowron, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Berra, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Carey, 2 for 4 with 1 for 4 with an RBI. 2 of your 3 run scorers got on via the walk issued by Mr. Spahn, Esquire. However, your player of the game, oh, by the way, Spahn picked up the loss. Your player of the game went the distance for the Yankees, Whitey Ford. 4 hits allowed, 1 run, struck out 10, walked 6, gave up a dinger. But there you go for Game 1 of the 1957 World Series. Your final score, once again, New York Yankees 3, Milwaukee Braves 1. Game 2 is going to be coming back tomorrow evening, being played here at Yankee Stadium, so make sure you tune in for that. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you do all the like, subscribe, bell stuff and everything, and if you have any comments at all, put them down in the doobly-doo with a timestamp. That way I can, if you have any questions, I can answer them quickly. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Keep on rolling.